Good afternoon, Waxing Tartans back with another American Optical video. This one has been a few months in the making. As you can see here, I've got a big stack of American Optical sunglasses to show you. I started my journey with American Optical about 2 years ago, nearly, about a year and a half, let's be generous, a year and a half ago with these. I've done a video on these. These are now retired. Unfortunately, I have had one of the nose bridge pieces snap. I don't know where. So it's now a sharp piece of metal and it's now split in half. So I have retired these until I get them somehow repaired. They are the coolest. Now, if you don't know what these are 1960s original pilots. These are the Vietnam era glasses that are just blew up a few years ago, and they still continue to blow up in value. Not these ones are battered. The temples are bent, the lenses unfortunately are chipped in the middle, here and here. That's my fault, and the nose bridge is dented now. So, but it has the original case. But anyway, these aren't going anywhere. These are amazing. I'm not going to ever get another pair for $4 ever again. So I don't care the condition. They're brilliant. But anyway, I digress. So it all started with this. Now, I posted them up on Instagram a few times, and it may or may not caught the attention of the lovely people at American Optical. But we started talking and they sent me a pair of the new ones to review, which you have seen, may or may not have seen the video on. Those are now back in England. I don't no longer have those, but I know who does. So they're still in the family. But they have sent me a few pieces to show you guys of new and older models. Some of them you've already seen on my Instagram as well. I have some, little teasers here and there. But these ones are really, really cool. Now, some of them I don't suit personally because my face is very sort of just, there's a lot of real estate going on over here, and some of them just don't suit me. Some of them do, some of them don't. But I'll start off first with my most worn pair of glasses at the moment, which are the Saratogas. A few years ago, I did a Wayfarer comparison video, and it was very popular. Now, since 2013 to probably about 2022, 23, I exclusively wore tortoiseshell Ray-Ban Wayfarers. But I always wanted Saratogas. I always felt like they were the more refined, a bit more elegant Wayfarer. I like to think of it as the Wayfarer is the leather jacket with a white shirt underneath. This is more of a black suit with a nice white shirt. It's a little bit more refined, still has the same edginess from the 50s, 60s and so on. But these ones are a little bit less, they're a little bit less aggressive in the tilt. They still have some panoscopic tilt, but just not as much. The temples as well are a bit thinner going through. I'm going to do a separate review on these, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure. But at some point I want to do a proper video about the Saratogas. I don't have any Wayfarers left, I've sold them all. So I can't do a comparison just yet, but maybe one day I will. But these ones are my most worn at the moment. I've got the nylon lenses, nice and lightweight but polarized. Dark tortoiseshell frames, and they are green lenses as well. So it's like the classic. These are the 52mm. The Wayfarers I used to wear are the 50s. These just have a little bit more presence than the 50s. 54 Wayfarers are too big for me. I think they're just a little bit too aggressive. So 52 is right in the sweet spot, but these are phenomenal. And all of these sunglasses I'm showing you are made in Chicago, I believe. But they're all made in USA. Okay, so I've got 6 pairs in here. Let's show the general. So this is a 55mm aviator sunglass. They all come with a brown leatherette pouch. Some are magnetic snaps, some are a sort of like a buckle, so to speak. But they all come with the same packaging. You know, you have your dust cloth, which usually are, you know, named. So I'll just see this is the general, and then some pamphlets inside. There you go. I'll try and make this a quicker video than I normally do. There's 6 glasses to get through, so I'll just do a quick bit here, and then later on in the video I will do close-ups more so you can see. I know it's a little bit dark, a little bit far away, but unfortunately the trees outside my apartment, as you can see here, now started to sprout, which is fantastic. So here they are. These are glass lenses. American Optical, General in gold. Fantastic, smart looking sunglasses. They have the tortoiseshell tips, or ear tips I suppose. The colour of these grey lenses. And you can see the polarization on the back. These are fantastic. I love just a slight different shape than a Ray-Ban aviator, but as it is the 90th year of the aviator sunglasses here, American Optical were the first to do aviator sunglasses. Another separate video on that coming soon as well. This is just great. So we are actually looking at the original aviators, I suppose. As you can see, I mean, it's not a Ray-Ban aviator, is it? Wow, that's embarrassing. It is an aviator shape. There's not much more you can say on it, but they have slightly different lens shapes than the ones that we are more used to seeing, which I think is a really nice touch. They also have more curvature around the face, so they definitely have a little bit more protection rather than the RBs, I should now call them, are just more flat. So these have a little bit more sun protection coming in and under your eyes, which I think are really, really good. So that is the general. I'll place those right there. Now I must not forget which packaging goes with which, because I've got to send these back. These aren't mine to keep. What do we have here? Actually, no, I'll do the Hazemaster next, as we are going on the aviator feel. These are more in tune with the originals, the Hazemasters. I'll put that there. These are just cool as anything. These are just fantastic. These are big, brash, fun aviators, which are the hook temple style. So these will not come off for love nor money. You also have a beautiful acetate eyebrow bridge in what American Optical now called honey, as far as I'm aware. These are 59mm in the gold and green lenses. Are they polarized? Yep, polarized as well. These do bend around, so for comfort. These are great. They've got the same curvature as well. So, and you can never really get the hang of these first time, but here we go. Nice big sunglasses that are not going to allow any sun to come in. These are fantastic, phenomenally made sunglasses as well. And you can just hang them down here, which, you know, if you get bored, however you want to wear your sunglasses, some people wear up on the top of their heads. Some people can do this now. I wear mine on the back of my head when I'm not using them. I don't like them hanging down on my clothes. But here we are. Some great vintage sunglasses with modern technology. These are great. I absolutely love these. those there. Now what do we have? Some of these are, okay, let's do these. What's in here? These ones aren't marked on the box, so. Okay, yeah, so these are the new racers, I believe they're called. I mean, that's embarrassing if not, I chose these ones. Yes, these are the racers. This is in honey. Now these were some of the newest collections that they've done. I chose these to match my cafe racer, my suede cafe racer in tobacco suede that some of you may have seen. And it looks so good together. I need to get a bike now. But these are a really cool 70s inspired racing sunglass with grey lenses, I believe. Sorry, green lenses. Polarized, as always. These are 55 millimeters and great details. 5-hinge design on the temple screws. These are a bit wider. Now I apologize for the lack of clarity for these glasses at this present time. I am going to do quick close-up videos and then splice them into here as the video progresses. So just don't worry, there will be close-ups to see bit in light. These are cool. These are so cool. Now these ones are a little present from them, to myself. So again, thank you so much. These aren't going back. These are staying in my personal collection for sure. I think they're really cool. Really, really cool. A lot of coverage. The only light I see are more here in my peripheral vision, but these are great. A bit lighter than the Saratogas. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe less plastic is used. But I think it's really cool nonetheless. Oh yeah, I see. Oh yeah, so the Saratogas have a traditional 7-point hinge. These are 5. So there's less materials used. These are so cool though. Right, what else do we have? Okay, yeah, so these are another new offering for this year. These ones, polarized as well. These are the Checkmate in matte black, 56mm lenses. And these are, I really wanted to want these myself. I really wanted to, but they're just a little bit too narrow for my tall head. You know, if I had a shorter head, these would be phenomenal. But they're just a little bit too narrow for me personally. Now I know some people, I've got some friends that are going to stoop these down to the ground. But these are so cool. Very 80s inspired. Very, I can only say, sort of like a Knight Rider, Miami Vice, you know, Top Gun era sunglasses, which are just cool. Very, very cool. Tortoiseshell temple tips as well, which just add to that sort of vintage aesthetic, which is really in fashion at the moment, but these are cool. The grey lenses on these, hopefully you can see. I haven't taken the stickers off naturally, but you can see no shine at all on the frames. Just a little bit of contrast on the temple tips and the see-through bridge, the nose pads, I guess. These are really, really fun. Shame I don't fit them, but I know there's some people who will. Now this is the Times. These are now I don't want to say Clubmaster style because we all know that's not really a thing anymore. But they have that really nice vintage aesthetic that I know a lot of people love. You know, some other brands are making very beautiful versions of this sort of round, thick frame sunglass. This color is chestnut sand, 47mm, 7-point hinge, just like on the Saratogas. Grey lenses in these and polarized, the nylon ones. Now the nylon lenses actually, I will say, are very, very durable, very light, and I would just think, no, I don't want nylon, I only want glass lenses. Now, I have had the nylons in these for a good few months. They're really light on your face. They really are. They do make such a difference. Clarity is just as well, just as good as glass. I've had so many pairs of glasses in the past. All various brands, glass lenses mainly, but nylons, especially AO nylons, top notch guys, top notch. So here they are. As you can see, a little smaller in the frame and a bit smaller everywhere else, but retains that thick, really cool vintage inspired frame as well. These are actually a two-color, like a two-tone. The eyebrows are a darker brown than the sort of like the under eye. Really beautiful in the sun, so they come with a nice two-tone. You can't really, you might be able to see actually. Yeah, you'll be able to see that. Really cool design, really nice as well. Now I know this video is getting on a bit, so I'm going to hurry this last pair up a touch just to give some time for the extra shots I'm going to be filming after this. Now these are the Sirmonts. Now I have made a mistake. These are the Clubmaster styles. It goes to show, do your research, mate. Do your research before you do a video. But these are the really cool vintage 60s Clubmasters. Very similar to the pair in Oppenheimer that RDJ wears. That sort of style. These are in black and gunmetal. So it has metal under eyes, sorry, and the metal bridge in gunmetal grey, and a really cool temple design. Something a bit different, nothing too crazy, but enough to, you know, make it a little bit different than, say, your traditional arms like this, and these just add a little bit of extra flair. Grey lenses, nylon, and I believe, yeah, they're all polarized, these ones. So these ones are a thicker Clubmaster style. Now I've never suited Clubmasters, unfortunately. I wish I could, and I am jealous of those who can. But here we are. Black Sirmont. I really like the very small details you see here on the temples. Almost like little metal wings, little arrows. Really, really fun. But these are great. Absolutely love these. So that is all the glasses I have to show you today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then of course 8 pairs of American Opticals in my possession right now. It will grow, that number will grow. I love them. I am really happy working with American Optical at the moment. Very, very generous company. Honestly, I can't think of a better company right now to do a video for. So I will now put everything in the description. All links to all of these glasses will be down there below. So I am very, very grateful. I can't honestly thank them enough for sending me all these and letting me keep these two. These ones, maybe one of you will pick them up and they'll be the ones in the video, who knows? But these will go back this weekend. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it's a very long video, and your time and your patience with me is never ever you know, gone unnoticed. So appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. And I will see you all in the next one. Be lucky, be safe, and thank you again.